It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, we've kind of waited and waited for this team to come together and start producing, but it just hasn't happened. And now we've gotten pretty deep into the season, so time's not on their side. Oh, we get to check out Kawhi Leonard in this one. Hard to believe he was once known solely for his defense. He's made huge strides on the offensive end.
And those huge strides, Ernie, on the offensive end has made him an MVP candidate. I'll tell you.
I'm going down when all said and done, and we got a new Joe in town. When the record player get to skipping and slowing down, all y'all can say is them earn that crown, but until then.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
Absolutely no drop-off offensively with the second unit on the floor. Their bench was a huge catalyst for them to get that win.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, the development of Kawhi Leonard and the addition of LaMarcus Aldridge have energized the vets on this team and extended the Spurs window. Tony Parker said, it definitely helps that Kawhi and LaMarcus are here and playing great. It makes me want to be here to help all the young guys. It's such a great family and such a great atmosphere that it makes you want to stay. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. The players who are part of that organization seem to want to stay in San Antonio. And, Brent, we've gone far enough into the season at this point where we can see a few teams now breaking away from the pack.
Yeah, it's always surprising, Kevin, when it's a team at the beginning of the year that we didn't expect. That's when we get excited about a team coming from nowhere and starting to do great things.
Good point. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And now Washington's starting group. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. Morris pairs with Gortat down low, and it's Oubre in at the three. Now here's Wall, looking for Gortat. He gets it there. Gasol with the defensive effort. Now here's Parker. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Gasol. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard inside. And they'll turn over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, their block numbers in that one really stand out. They weren't giving up any easy buckets inside. It was quite a display of interior defense. The pick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
Parker kicks to Leonard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Well, the Spurs have 3 future Hall of Famers. There's no doubt about it. And even with the acquisition of LaMarcus Aldridge, there's no question who is the Spurs' best player. It is Kawhi Leonard. Quietly, he's made that leap into superstar status. Although don't ask him about it because he won't tell you anything.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brent, you asked some people around the league, Kawhi Leonard has now thrust himself into the conversation for the league's best player.
That's pretty amazing. A finals MVP and a defensive player of the year before he ever made the All-Star game. Sometimes the fan recognition comes a lot slower when you're down there in the heart of Texas in San Antonio, but the numbers don't lie. His impact goes way beyond the box score. Well, coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was not a perimeter shooter, but he's developed into one of the league's finest. No longer a spot-up threat, though. He can create some offense on the block, able to handle the ball, and bully smaller players with that massive frame at 230, just moving defenders around.
And, Brent, you look at the growing offensive role for Kawhi Leonard. For as many touches as he gets, he hardly ever turns the ball over.
Well, have you seen his hands, Kevin? How would you get the ball away from those things? You just don't find players who can score in isolation, space the floor, and protect the ball as well as he does.
Now here's Parker. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Leonard, the pass to Parker. Back to Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. Wall with some nice defense. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oubre, no one around him. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Oubre's got his first basket of the night. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Parker dishes to Green. He kicks to Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 to shoot. Aldridge against Morris. Shot from 12. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his first points in this one.
Well, I feel like he can make that one blindfolded. Aldridge, as usual, cashing in from mid-range.
And Beal kicks to Wall. From 11 feet away, they grab their own miss. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside, Wall. Pulls it from the elbow. Beal's shot is good. Here's San Antonio. Parker outside. He feeds it to Leonard. Out to the right wing. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And the defender getting caught in between there. Isn't sure which move Aldridge is going to and guesses wrong.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Roof shots.
That free throw, no good.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft. Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
And he sinks the second. And certainly LaMarcus Aldridge has the capability to be a go-to scorer, but Brett, he takes a lot of mid-range contested jump shots. Those aren't historically really Spurs types of shots.
Well, it's been interesting, Kevin, because LaMarcus Aldridge is so good at the mid-range that it's made Popovich rethink some of his offensive calibration, and they've searched him out in the spots where he's best. I think his comfort level continues to rise inside of this offense, and he'll get more and more efficient.
Now here's Parker, following the miss by John Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Parker, here we go. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And here's Morris for 3. Washington gets it back. The putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. San Antonio trailing here. Gasol a screen. Parker passes to Green. Back to Parker for three. The rebound by Gortat. The Wizards shooting just about an even 40% to start. Passes to Morris. Kicks it to Beal. That shot no good. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Leonard dishes to Parker. Back to Leonard. Gortat with the steal. And oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back. And it's good. 2 points. Wall's got 5 now.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
No reason to wait. That was all his from the get-go.
Parker kicks to Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Gasol's got his first points of the night.
Such a good feel for the game. Kawhi knows exactly what this offense is trying to accomplish and acts as a willing facilitator.
Beal with it. Now Green defending. Gasol with the steal. Leonard on the wing. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
Now here's Leonard. Trailing by 2. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, he's seen it before where he can light it up with the best in the league. But right now, he just does not have the touch.
Outside, Wall. Outside, Beal. Over to the wing. Off the screen. Gortat misses.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
Parker kicks to Gasol. Pass to Leonard. Back to Gasol. For the 3. Washington with the rebound. Last time they met was in Washington.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't think that that game would be that competitive.
Now the feed to Parker. Morris against Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Gasol inside. Gortat's there. That ties the game. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
There's been a lot of debate back and forth about the intentional fouling of poor free throw shooters. We've talked about this before, but it seems like, Brent, we saw it more than ever over the last year and a half, last 2 seasons.
Again, I think the league is going to take a long look at some of the things they can do to alter the intentional foul rule towards the end of the games. There's been a lot of talk about the international way where it's always a technical foul, and that may help out the league and discourage coaches from slowing down the game. But it's up to the commissioner's office to explore it, and we'll see what they can come up with.
Of course, you always like coaches to use strategy. It does force them to use strategy because it affects the numbers and the way teams will be played.
Look, Kevin, every single coach that talks about the intentional foul rule says that they don't like to do it, but if it's well within their rules to get a possession where they can put a poor foul shooter at the free throw line, stop some kind of offensive momentum, and make sure they dictate tempo by fouling a player on the floor, as long as it's available to them, they're going to use it.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Satoransky. Feeds it to Thornton. Shot clock at 6. And Satoransky kicks to Porter to stop the drought. Nicholson's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Picked by Lee. Now here's Mills. Not a lot of room. And a wide open look for Lee. No good off the back of the rim.
This team is counting on him to knock down looks like that. It has to mess with your confidence a little bit.
Porter passes to Satoransky. Dishes to Mahinmi. Lays it up and banks it in. Mahimi's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Mills. His last outing, he had 8 points. Lee dishes to Mills. Front past the arc. They get the rebound. Lee kicks to Anderson. Ginobili against Thornton. Lee passes to Ginobili. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, there's a surprise. Manu out hustling somebody. Don't forget about him inside.
Here's Satoransky, covered by Mills. Mahinmi a screen. On its way from Thornton for 2. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Ginobili against Thornton. The 3 for Mills. He's off on that one, and it's Washington the other way. Porter kicks to Satoransky. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. And the Wizards lead by 2.
I like that. Didn't force the jam, just happy to lay in the soft floater.
Picked by Lee. Ginobili against Thornton. Back to Mills. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Got a piece of it. Porter in the corner. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Spurs.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
Ginobili kicks to Lee. Anderson outside. Screen by Lee. Back to Anderson. That's to Dedmon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's one of his best attributes, is his passes hit guys in stride.
And Satoransky kicks to Nicholson. There's a good screen. The pass to Thornton. From beyond the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Now Mills. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Picked by Lee. Shoots off the screen. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Over to the left wing. Here's Nicholson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Nicholson's got his first bucket in this one. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Mills dishes to Lee. In the corner, it's Ginobili. He kicks to Dedmon from 11 feet away. That one a little long. The Wizards with the lead. Thornton passes to Satoransky. There's the dish to Nicholson. Again, the Wizards score.
Fading away, he buries that one in traffic. Takes great body control to make that one go.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Wizards out front, up by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. And like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you'll get to go home. He really finishes 2 meals at one time, and it'd be like, there's no way you about to eat that. So he likes to eat a lot, and he does a great job finishing it.
You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. And it's an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anyone could scarf up that much food and still go out and play.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Very physical, very active. Their defense has all the components needed to get stops.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for San Antonio, Leonard and Aldridge, the 2 stars at the 3 and the 4. Mills and Manu at the guards. And it's Gasol at center. So both teams making some changes here. And the Wizards with possession. They lead by 4. And one of the big issues for the Wizards is making sure they stay fiery on the defensive end. When this team, Greg, gets in trouble, more often than not, it's because they get sloppy on D.
Yeah, and that can hurt them at times. When they don't bother to challenge shooters or miss a rotation, that's when things start to go south. How far this team goes depends on how far their defense will take them.
Now here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Leonard attacking. Rebound by Mahinmi.
He's certainly a threat to finish those opportunities with some style and flair, but the defense did a simply outstanding job preventing that from happening.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, after suffering a hip injury at Texas, LaMarcus Aldridge spent 2 months shooting from a chair, and his form improved dramatically. Now his go-to move is his fadeaway high-release jumper. It's an unstoppable shot, and Aldridge is so confident in it, he says, once the shot's up, I'm getting back on D. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. He's got a great touch. Here is Mahinmi, following the bucket by the Spurs. Right side, Beal. He dishes it to Gortat. Here's Mahinmi. Nice D from Aldridge. San Antonio trailing here. Passes it to Simmons. He feeds it to Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol inside, guarded by Mahinmi. No good from Gasol.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
Gortat with the screen for Wall. Wall with another miss.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
Simmons with it. They set the screen. Kicks it to Leonard. Unloads from 9. That shot misses. Now Washington takes it the other way. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And here's Wall. 14 points from him the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. Wow, that is a strong move to go in for the dunk.
What you like about Gortat is that, Greg, he doesn't have a lot of limitations in his game.
Yeah, and with Gortat, his versatility is what makes him valuable. He can face up and hit a J or play with his back to the basket. Has the speed and strength to stay with all types of centers in the league.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Markieff Morris comes in for Mahinmi. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Good on the second free throw. Well, you played all the backcourt positions, including shooting guard. Some have said the talent level at the 2 guard has fallen off a bit of late. Would you agree with that?
I think it's been an interesting shift, Kevin, in the NBA with regards to the scoring point guard and how much there are guards in our league who initiate offense not with the pass, but more with their ability to get to the rim, eventually get to the foul line, their ability to score the basketball and run pick and roll.
Some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Parker against Wall. Rebound San Antonio. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Yeah. That's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Washington trailing. And Wall kicks to Morris. Out to the right wing. Here's Gortat. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Gortat's got 5 now.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
And this is where genetics may come into play, using that height, especially to get off the mid-range jumper.
Parker dishes to Gasol. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Wizards have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Parker against Wall. Pass to Gortat. Takes it from 10. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Parker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Leonard the pass to Gasol. Gasol can't get that one to fall. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morris outside. Morris with a screen on Parker. And Wall kicks to Morris. There's a screen by Gortat. 5 on the clock, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. Bertanis, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Morris a screen. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
That's tipped. Green against Beal. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He has to back off on defense just a little bit. His team cannot afford to have him on the bench at this point in the game due to foul trouble.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. The feed now to Aldridge. The pass to Bertans. Feeds it to Aldridge. Clock at 6. The 15-footer. That's good on the jump shot. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Well, he can play high post, low post, can stretch you out to 3. Really no limits to what Aldridge can do offensively.
Here's Wall. Here's Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And you look at John Wall, perhaps the only thing as fast as his feet are his hands.
And it shows up in his career steal numbers. I mean, Wall is always good to come away with a handful of takeaways every game.
Here is Parker, looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes it to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Aldridge.
And LaMarcus at 6'11" is capable of playing both the power forward spot and, as the league moves forward, the center position. He favors playing the 4, but that versatility was huge in the Spurs signing him and keeping him around, something every team would value.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. That one is off. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And he sinks the second. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside, Wall. Pass to Thornton. They double him with Green. And Thornton kicks to Gortat. Down low, Morris. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And when you talk about Aldridge at the 4 or at the 5, Brent, which position do you think he's best in?
Well, Kevin, seeing the league going smaller and smaller, he's more skilled, I think, than most centers at that 5 spot. He's got great foot speed, lateral movement's good, and he can stay in front of the smaller players, and that enables him to stay big against small ball lineups.
Well, I think they've always said speed, Brent, is a premium in this game of basketball.
Well, it's amazing by position who it is you think about, Kevin, with regards to their speed, because power forwards in this game today can take some long strides and really start a fast break with just a couple of steps. Probably one of the tougher covers in the league is Draymond Green in Golden State, with the way that he can play multiple positions and use his quickness against some of the big guys who try to defend what it is that he offers up.
Parker kicks to Green. Now the dish to Lee. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And for a guy who once had few, if any, dribble drive skills coming into the league, you have to like Green's aggressiveness.
The Wizards with the lead. Morris a screen. Right wing. Here's Satoransky, 20 feet out. Kept alive. Nicholson's shot is off.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Green kicks to Parker. The baseline J. Off the left rim and out. Washington shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Satoransky the pass to Thornton. From downtown. The shot by Satoransky, no good. The Spurs have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Parker outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Parker comes with the help. Morris kicks to Satoransky. Back to Morris. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
A different look now for San Antonio. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bertans. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Screen by Lee. Passes it to Ginobili. Launches it. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Took him no time at all on that one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Ginobili against Thornton. Ginobili dishes to Lee. Over Morris. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Satoransky. Back to Thornton. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And the stability of the San Antonio roster had always been one of their strengths, but with the departure of some of their veteran stalwarts, this Spurs team has a new look.
It's been really interesting how they've restructured what it is the franchise's foundation is going to be as they move forward. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge becoming the pillars of what the next 5 or 6 years of San Antonio Spurs basketball will be.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Thornton drops 2.
And you look at the Wizards, they definitely took a step backwards last season. Went from being maybe a dark horse to get to that conference finals to becoming a team that just had to fight to stay in the playoff mix. So going to be interesting to see how they bounce back from the adversity of a season ago.
Out to Lee. And again, unable to change momentum here. Washington leading now by 8. Pass to Mahinmi. Got a piece of it. Mills with the steal. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And for the Wizards, there were a lot of factors as to why they had a rough season. Lost some key players and dealt with injuries like all teams.
You know, and even with all of those challenges, I don't know that this team is quite as talented as everyone thinks they are. I mean, they do have a good core with which to build around, but you have to temper expectations with this team moving forward.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Coach Pop often talks about the value of corporate knowledge, the procedures and shared philosophies that guide his basketball teams year after year. They're actually compiling a database called the Spurs Way to make sure that knowledge is passed down over time.
Ginobili right side. Shot clock at 6. Dedmon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And you think of the incredible success, Brent, the Spurs have enjoyed. You know it firsthand. You'd love to look at that written record for the Spurs and see that recipe.
Well, as much as there's X's and O's that go on in between the lines for the San Antonio Spurs, it's just very hard to duplicate or emulate what it is that the Spurs have been able to find in terms of the character of their team. That's what many franchises right now, Kevin, I don't think have a great handle on.
And you look at the Spurs' incredible run, that combination of Duncan and Ginobili and Parker. It's the winningest postseason combination, that trio in NBA history.
Well, we know that Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich had the longest player-coach partnership in league history. And it's also been interesting, Kevin, how each one of those players has taken on different responsibilities as a leader of the ball club throughout the course of their careers.
Inside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mills with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. He kicks to Ginobili. Fires at the elbow. Rebound by the Wizards. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Knocked loose. Here's Satoransky. He dishes it to Thornton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Mills can't hit. Wizards leading by 8.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
That's got to be the game plan here. Make this the last possession of the quarter.
Ginobili outside. Three-pointer. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so that's the end of the first half. Wizards lead by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
We welcome you back to San Antonio. Always so much to do along the Riverwalk, which this bridge spans, such a vibrant part of the city. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. A look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Spurs trail by 10. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Morris pairs with Gortat down low. The always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward.
And it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those games.
Wall passes to Morris. He feeds it to Beal. 13 feet away. Green with the rebound. And San Antonio shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And here is Parker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Kicks it to Leonard. 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
Wizards leading by 8. And Wall kicks to Beal. To the paint. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Parker.
You know, a lot of people can make the claim that they are the fastest in the league, but I think John Wall has the best case. I mean, both in the half court and end to end. I mean, this guy has blistering speed, and you factor that in with the athleticism and the handle. I mean, he can make other players look like they're playing in cement shoes out on the floor.
And that one falls for John Wall. And you know, Greg, one of the things that strikes you about Wall, it isn't just his running speed. His quickness is off the charts. He is very, very quick.
I mean, the ground Wall can cover with his speed and quickness is staggering. As soon as the defender starts backpedaling, with Wall coming at him, game over.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Spurs trail by 10. Parker dishes to Green. The feed to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Parker kicks to Gasol. Aldridge a screen. That one rolling around and rims out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Wall passes to Gortat. Good on the shot. Gortat's got 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Parker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Leonard. From down in the low post, it goes.
And that's one of Leonard's go-to moves, navigating through the traffic, draining the highly contested shot.
Now Wall. 10 points for him. Morris with the screen for Wall. To the inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Good looking screen by Gasol. Clock at 4. Now the pass to Green. Cans it from downtown. Green's got it back down to within single digits for San Antonio. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Wall against Parker. Left side, Wall. Morris right side. Off the pick. And the shot falls short this time.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Now here's Parker. D right on him. Back to Leonard. Parker kicks to Leonard. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
NBA All-Star, NBA Finals MVP, all in such a short period of time. Kawhi Leonard is for real.
Good on both.
Always a steady hand there at the free throw line.
Wizards leading by 7. Morris with a screen on Green. Here's Wall. That shot no good. Aldridge with some nice deep. Parker with it. Now Beal defending. Back to Parker. They set the pick.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
All with it. 10 points for him. It's Beal on the wing. Covered by Green. And again, Washington no good.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Can't keep forcing things when you're not in a great rhythm. Move the ball.
Parker outside. Up top Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Leonard.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
I just think it was a matter of getting recomposed, altering their game plan just a little bit. They look completely in sync now.
Wall dishes to Beal. Morris a screen. Shot to stop the drought. Beal with another miss.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. It's stolen by Wall. Inside, Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. Spurs trail by 5. Parker passes to Green. Feeds to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker right side. Dishes it to Gasol. 6 to shoot. A jump hook and another basket for San Antonio.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Wall against Parker. Wall attacking.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
That always energizes your teammates. They feel your imagination, get motivated, and helps you extend your lead as well.
Parker kicks to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, he's making it look effortless. You combine Leonard's athleticism with his skill set, and now that confidence. Nights like this are inevitable.
And Wall kicks to Morris. 13 feet away. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
Spurs trail by 5. Here's Parker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Nobody near Leonard. That 3 off the mark. For Washington, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Beal from long range. That shot no good. Great D that time from Green.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Inside, Gasol. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Gasol is just so crafty, a magician if you will, with the ball, and incredible at using his pump fake to earn that trip to the strike.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
First one falls for him. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David Lee checked in for Aldridge. Kyle Anderson comes in for Leonard. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Both free throws good from Gasol.
And what a huge advantage when your bigs can be on the floor to get fouled and shoot free throws.
Here's Satoransky. Pass to Thornton. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Thornton's got 6 points.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
I think he spotted an area on the floor to gain that separation and then let it fly with a quick release.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, even in these limited minutes, Emmanuel Manu Ginobili continues to provide elite play at the shooting guard position. Finds ways to impact the game. If he's not scoring, it's his playmaking and just his spirit that helped the Spurs in many instances.
And that one falls for Ginobili. And Brent, do you think when it's all said and done that Ginobili has the chance to go down as the greatest sixth man in NBA history?
Well, I've checked the numbers on John Havlicek, and he might have something to say about that, but Manu was on a very short list of a guy who's accepted his role and then excelled at it to championship caliber play.
Both free throws good from Ginobili.
And really the Spurs for most of Manu Ginobili's career have limited his minutes. Last season, the least minutes of his career, and the Spurs look to keep him fresh and healthy come playoff time so he can be a major contributor. That's great recognition. Saw he had the height advantage and exploited it.
And Manu has dealt with injuries through his career. The Spurs trying to rein him in at times. They've forbidden him to play for the Argentinian national team.
Over his strong protest, that roster for Argentina, known as the Golden Generation, with an incredible gold medal winning team and rightfully a huge source of pride for Manu Ginobili.
Anderson kicks to Dedmon. The dish to Mills. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Lee. Second chance shot, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, you got to like the aggressive D going for the block, but he got it just as it was on its way down.
Mahinmi a screen. Passes it to Thornton. Trying his luck deep. Kept alive by Washington. Pass to Nicholson. He can't hit that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Dedmon dishes to Ginobili. Down low, out to Lee. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Now just a 2-point Wizards lead.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Thornton against Ginobili. And Marcus Thornton gets the 3. And now a 7-point Wizards lead. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's Mills. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Thornton. He kicks it to Mahinmi. To the middle. Here's Nicholson. The shot will not fall. Good D by Lee. And San Antonio shooting for the game at 42%. Now here's Mills. To the inside. It's stolen by Mahinmi. On the wing, Thornton. To the paint. Mahinmi's shot is good. Mahinmi's got 11 points.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Here's Dedmon. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Wizards making a switch here. Wall's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Washington leading now by 7. Mahinmi a screen. Shot off the screen. The rebound by Anderson.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
And the play was executed exactly as you draw it up until the very end. He's kicking himself.
Here's Ginobili. Stolen. Now Thornton. He's got 9. From deep. Wall. Rebounded by the Spurs. Lee's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Ginobili the pass to Lee. He dishes it to Dedmon. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. All with it. From deep three-point range. No good on that last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Washington out in front, leading by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And the final period of play just about to start. Wizards leading by 7. Manu is at the 2 with Leonard playing the 3. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Oh, nicely done. Finding good opportunities inside. Priority 1.
He feeds it to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
And so it's Washington with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Wall kicks to Beal. Gortat dishes to Beal. Rejected by Ginobili. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Mahinmi. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
And Mills kicks to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Mahinmi passes to Wall. Wall draws the double. And a wide open look for Porter. Drops in the tray. And the Wizards lead by 8.
The defense slacked off a little bit. Probably didn't think he would take that one, but he made him pay.
There's the feed to Leonard. The pass to Gasol. 13 feet away. The offensive rebound. Leonard dishes to Gasol. Gortat with the block. Outside, Beal. And stolen by Aldridge. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Here's Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, at 7 feet tall and a 7'5" wingspan, Aldridge usually gets a clean shot off inside or gets fouled.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And the Spurs with some changes. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. And then for Washington, Morris is checked in for Mahinmi. And Oubre is subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Good on both. And Coach Greg Popovich named the new head coach for the U.S. national team for the next 4 years. Brent, I bet you like that selection.
No, I love that selection, especially with Pop's military background. And he's been an assistant for Team USA since 2002. So he's done a lot of great things in the pros, but I know Pop takes a great deal of pride, not only in his country, of course, but certainly in coaching that team.
Parker passes to Green. And here is Parker. They set the screen. Off the screen. A wide open look for Gasol. And it's good in the assist by Parker. 17 points for Pau Gasol. Wizards leading by 3. Outside, Wall. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now here's Parker. Down low, he's looking for Leonard and finds him. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
And Wall kicks to Oubre. Leonard brings the double team. Oubre dishes to Gortat. Misses from short range.
Yeah, he's not hitting much of anything, but his team remains in front because of what they've done and how well they've been scoring.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Wall kicks to Morris. To the paint. Gasol with the steal. Parker outside. Right side Gasol. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Wizards with the lead. Now Wall. Feeds it to Oubre. There's a screen by Gortat. Outside for Beal. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Wide open there. The defense just completely in snooze mode.
Parker outside. To the middle. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Parker. Gasol's got 19 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. They get it back. Here's Gortat, tipped away. Goes up again. And Morris with the lay-in.
Well, whether he's open or shooting with the defender in his face, he's been equally unconscious.
Parker with it. Gasol setting the pick for Parker. Outside Gasol. Back to Parker. Clock at 6. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here's Beal. Left side, Wall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Yeah, not a highlight reel play there. He needs to be aware of where he is on the court at all times.
Here's Parker. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Gasol, a screen on Wall. Parker kicks to Gasol. Wide open look. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 21.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Dishes it to Oubre. Morris a screen. Pass to Oubre. Wizards passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, Gortat missing.
I don't even know why he's attempting some of those shots. It's just not smart basketball, and he needs to be more patient and let the offense come to him naturally.
Here's Parker. There's the dish to Leonard. To take the lead. Parker's shot is off. Washington's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. There's a screen by Gortat. And Beal kicks to Morris. Green against Beal. And again, Washington no good.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting it.
And here is Parker. Passes it to Leonard. Back to Parker. The 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And as soon as Parker catches the ball, he immediately rises up and pulls the trigger. Love to see the confidence on display there.
Gortat, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 1. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Parker kicks to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Morris outside. Pass to Oubre. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Hit his teammate right in stride. That's a great assist.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Parker passes to Leonard. Outside, Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Beal dishes to Morris. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Oubre. Tries it from the top of the key. A rebound by the Spurs. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard draws the double, and the wide open shot from Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
To the middle, here's Gortat. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Gortat's got 4 points now in the quarter. San Antonio leading by 3. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Back to Parker. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. He dishes it to Gasol. Screened by Parker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate. Someone guys love to be around. A guy that plays well with just about anybody.
Gasol at the line for 2. Free throw good, Gasol. And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. Both free throws good from Gasol.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Outside, Wall. Here's Gortat. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Parker outside. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 assists here tonight.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Yeah, I wonder if they went into the laboratory during halftime. Their poise, their execution, it's been fantastic. You have to give a ton of credit to the defense for arriving just in time and altering that shot away from the basket.
Parker outside. Aldridge, the pass to Leonard. Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. And Aldridge slams it in.
And how about the commitment of Gasol on the screen, doing whatever he can to open up shots for his teammate.
Wizards trail by 10. Kicks to Beal. And they get it. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 7 points for Bradley Beal.
Solid look inside. That's the range you want to operate from.
Ginobili dishes to Gasol. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Washington's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Aldridge left side. Back to Leonard. Got a piece of it. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Here's Aldridge. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Parker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the 3 and try to tie this thing up.
some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. Those are huge points.
As important a bucket as we've seen all game long.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard it.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
I really like when you run plays that have options. Get to either one and take the best shot available.
Tipped away. Now Wall. To the left side wing. Here's Morris. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Where do you think your team is right now at this point in the season?
Well, we've done a lot better. We've done a lot better recently, and we want to continue. We don't want to get complacent. I think we still got ways to go and things to improve. But we're definitely doing a lot better than we were.
Great performance tonight, pal. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard. Impeccable second half. His full arsenal on display. Quite frankly, he made it look a little too easy at times.
From the small forward position, Kawhi Leonard does just about what anyone else has done in the history of the game. I mean, look, he defends, and then on the offensive end, he makes you guard him. Kawhi Leonard is a difference maker on both ends of the floor.
Reminds me of myself. His field goal percentage was all the way up in the 60s. Not that I like talking about myself, but it was a very steady night for him. You don't shoot well without working hard, and he never stopped battling to get the best look possible. Smart, efficient basketball he was playing. Thanks for showing me.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.